scheduled for 13th August 2026. First and foremost, let me reaffirm that Zambia belongs to all its citizens. Zambia belongs to all of us. And those who are not yet born, Zambia belongs to them. And we are here. We should be here for those who are not yet born. As you know that Zambia has an economic situation that has impoverished many Zambians. Many Zambians, they are disadvantaged. Yet, those who are coming from other countries, they are enjoying more than the owners. Is that what you want? No. The future of our nation must never be determined by hatred, division, intimidation, or political violence. It must be determined by the will of the Zambian people through free, fair, peaceful, and credible electoral process. As New Focus Party, we are closely observing and monitoring developments in our political landscape. We recognize that Zambia has maintained a proud history of peaceful democratic transition, and therefore we call upon Electoral Commission of Zambia and all political players to protect and preserve the legacy. Zambia is a shining example in the whole Africa. Therefore, we should always, especially the Electoral Commission of Zambia, to make sure that these elections are free and fair. Anything short of that, these are problems that we see in other countries. However, it is equally important to acknowledge the concern being raised by many players, citizens across the country, in the manner the electoral process is being carried out. There are concerns that have come, and these concerns must be taken on board by those who have been given the responsibility to preside over electoral process. I want to note as well, the cost of living remains a major challenge for many families. Citizens continue to express concern regarding minimum price and other essential commodities. At the same time, you have heard from government. They have highlighted progress in economic reforms, debt restructuring, governance reforms, and investment attraction, which has translated into nothing insofar as alleviating poverty is concerned. When I go around the compounds, there is untold misery. People are suffering. Some they go without a meal. This is a serious thing that we all need to be concerned. Just because me, I'm in a political office, I receive a salary, or I'm close to those who are in power, I have contracts, does not mean that the majority are not suffering. This is a trend in Zambia. When you are in that office, you think that all is well. And this is not what New Focus stands for. As a democratic nation, we must create a space for honest national dialogue. It must be honest. Democracy grows stronger when citizens are free to express their views without fear. Do you express your views without fear? You are all fearing. Even the media, you are fearing what to cover. You are too selective. And this is not what we need in our country. Let the people speak. Allow them to speak. You are a leader. How do you know that you are not doing the right thing? It's when people speak and they will tell you what you need to do. The fact that I'm the president of New Focus does not mean that I'm wiser than others. No. I need advice from these men and women. Yes. And I need advice from the media. Some of the media, they have called me that, here you should say this and this. This is how we want you to drive this country. And I thank you, the media, for those wise advice that you have given me. Fellow Zambians, you have experienced the constitutional discussion, which has come at a time, an awkward time for that matter, when you are going for election. When are we going to learn as Zambians? Each time we have election, you find that that government brings up laws to protect themselves not to leave office. It's the people determines. If you are doing well, don't worry. The people will give you another mandate. If you are not doing what the people desire to experience, let them remove you. That is what entails in democratic states. We believe as New Focus, any constitutional reform should always reflect broader national consensus and the long-term interests of the Zambian people, rather than short-term political interests like you have experienced. The Constitution is a foundation of our democracy, and it should unite rather than divide the nation. The New Focus Party believes that the 2026 general election should not be merely a contest of political power. It must become a national conversation about Zambia's future. The real question that we, the Zambian people, should express, according to New Focus, these are: how do we create jobs for our youth? How do we unlock the potential in every Zambian? We believe in New Focus that every Zambian is born with a potential. There is something that you know better than anyone else in this world. Therefore, we should endeavor as a government to make sure that every Zambian must take part in the governance of their country without any hindrance from any person or systems. And this has not been the case. We are poor today because we have not been given the power, the opportunity to express yourself. There are some people who don't know that Zambia, at one time, they were manufacturing vehicles. Those who were born in 2000, they don't know. There was a Fiat factory in Livingston. There was Mansa batteries in Mansa there. There was Dunlop here in Zambia making tires. What happened? These are the questions that we need to answer ourselves, that we have gone wrong. We need to rebuild this country without political rhetoric. We should ask questions. How do we transform our districts into productive economic centers. Every district, according to New Focus, shall have at least one product that they are able to produce to support the economy of that particular district. How do we ensure that Zambia's natural resources benefit ordinary citizens? How do we ensure that the resources that we have benefit the ordinary man and woman in Chipurukusu, in Chambori? How do we make sure that Shangombo is involved, Mwinulunga is involved? How do we make sure that those who are living near where they are mining, they have a better school, they have desks, they have clinics? That is not the case. You find that they are mining, next door neighbor, there's a child who has not gone to school. There's an orphan who has nowhere to go. I think this issue should end in 2026. We must join hands. How do we ensure that institutions of governance, they are correct? How do we strengthen institutions of governance and rule of law? How do we build a self-reliant economy that creates prosperity for all? Zambia, those who don't know, is a self-contained country. Everything that you can talk about on this planet Earth, it is resident in Zambia. New Focus believes that these are the issues that should dominate our political space. As New Focus Party, we will continue to advocate for a transformational development model anchored on education, research, and technology as a driving force behind national development. Education, research, and technology is very, very important. We as New Focus, we shall make sure that the foundation of economic emancipation is strong. And if you have weak education, research, and technology, your economy is going to be poor. And that is exactly why we are experiencing what we are experiencing today, because our education is not up to date. It lacks something. So, our priority is number one as we get into government as New Focus after 2026 general election. We are getting there, and we are starting with the education. It shall be redesigned. It shall be a national poverty exit engine rather than being a factory of certificates, producing only certificates. And this is what it is right now. You find that people are celebrating, they are toasting because they have been given a paper, but no skill. Give him the way to do nothing. He's an engineer, but he has not done anything to call him an engineer. We as New Focus, there will be no one who will pass through the university as an engineer without something to show that this is what I've engineered. You will not be given that diploma or degree without something, unless you make something. Because we believe that education is there to solve community problems. Fellow Zambians, Education must be a lifelong national system that unlocks every citizen's potential, mind, character, skill, creativity, and productivity. We are shifting the minds of the Zambian from learning for employment. We are now learning for employment. This we must shift to learning for productivity. This is a disease that we have in this country. You find that people are being trained to be employees. And this is a mindset problem, which New Focus has designed that will change the mind of the Zambian so that whoever is trained is not only, or she is not only thinking about getting employment, but to be productive in one way or another. So, it shall be learn, do, earn. You learn and do, then earn. We have gone throughout the country and we have seen that each time we pass a village or a town, when you want to sell your party, the issue that will come is that you compare first. What have you done? Nothing, but you want money. But this is the problem that the government, your system have created. It's not the people's problem. It's a system problem that want to change from learn, do, and earn. If you don't do something, there is no need for you to earn. Earning is a resultant of what you have produced. Education, research, and technology. Strategic policy pillars. We have pillars in the New Focus. We are not here for jokes. We have done a research. We have gone all over the world trying to see how they have done it. How did Singapore do it? How did China do it? What method did they use for them to reach where they are? We have done a research and we are here to give to the Zambian people the resultant of our research and the way we can do things in order to achieve prosperity. We're not here to make myself rich and then I think that everyone is okay. No, we are here to empower every citizen that is. If I have 25 goats or ngombes, I think that I'm a man. No, you're not a man. You are only a man if you are able to empower many other people. This is a serious, politics is a serious thing. You are doing that job on behalf of God. And therefore, you must be serious in your deliveries. The pillar that we are going to use, education as a human potential development. Education as a tool for poverty eradication. Entrepreneurship as a core subject from early learning. Entrepreneurship. That's why we are changing the way things are done. The subject education must change first before you change the economy. You become first before you produce results. So we believe education is not doing what needs to be done. So we are also going to make sure that agriculture becomes compulsory. We are not going to compromise because we believe that even you, the journalist, the policeman, and any other pursuits, whenever you reach a stage, you want a farm. Now, you must be trained at this. You must know the basics of farming. Because we know that the ultimate end of your life will end by having a farm plot. Therefore, agriculture, entrepreneurship, we shall not be a compromise. We can compromise English, but we can't compromise agriculture, entrepreneurship. Because I used to meet Chinese who are engineers who don't know how to even speak English. Then I thought, but these guys, they don't know how to speak English, but they are developed. They are better than me. So I realized that, as new focus, we realize that English shall not be a determinant. Because it does not build life. You can be a very English speaker, but wallowing in poverty. So what has it got to do to build somebody's life? It is agriculture, it is entrepreneurship. That is what will matter most. So in that regard, we shall promote TVETA, technical training and vocation, shall be promoted or shall be elevated to first class standard. Because we believe that you, the plumbers, you, the carpenters, they are very important. Without a plumber, without a carpenter, we would have not have this where we are seated today. Why don't we put the first class standard? Because they are important. Fellow Zambians, lane, do, pathway. We shall establish, under new focus, a national lane, do, end framework, which will include the following: apprenticeship in every district. All the schools in Zambia, they will be attached to industries. Because we know that those who are learning, they are learning in order to help this country. And we know already where we are taking them. So we will, from early stage of our lives, we will make sure that we know what this child is good at. We will not want a situation whereby our learners are given subjects that are even invalid. Why giving them 10 subjects? When the child is good in this, why don't they concentrate on one area where they will do better and help the country, as opposed to giving them even geography, which is outdated? You can Google, you don't know the highest mountain. If I want to know the highest mountain in this world, I'll just Google and then get the highest. Why should I learn David Livingstone? What is it for? What is it going to build my life? We must be focused on things that matters, that helps people's lives. So, therefore, we will make sure that mindset becomes a subject as well, because it builds value, character. The character matters. So therefore, it shall be taught at early learning. There are policy commitments which New Focus has put. We are saying as New Focus, no child will leave school without a level of skill. We are looking for skills from our children. So therefore, there will be no one leaving school without a skill, at least one skill to contribute to the well-being of society. No youth will be left without a pathway to productivity. No community will be left without access to skills training. There will be no community that will be left out. Every community, every district will have a skills training center. So much so that if there is CDF, it must be circulate within the district by having skilled people within that particular district, as opposed to import from other areas. Because that money, CDF or whatever, will ask it to be called Ward Development Fund. It will go direct to the ward, managed by the people. The reason why we are doing that, the politicians, they are too greedy. The same politician, when they give you that CDF, they go and tell you, no, you have to buy a police motor vehicle. But this money belongs to us. Why are you determining what we should buy? So, in order to avoid that, it should go direct to the wards, where the people are. We are saying no talent will be wasted. There will be no talent that will be wasted in Zambia under new focus. There will be no one who will go to the grave without leaving something in Zambia. All of us here and others, they will go to the grave empty. Because we are here for a short period of time and we are here to contribute. So there is something that every Zambian knows that can do, and there is talent everywhere. And that talent, we want it to be utilized for the betterment of all of us. We are saying no Zambian will be reduced to a beggar in the land of abundance. Why should you be beggars? Why? Because we will have greedy politicians. They put up system that disadvantage those who are in a state of poverty. They can't come out of poverty because the so-called rich, they have put fences. And they are collaborating. They are uniting with those who are coming from outside the country. And you are watching. The time has come. You will not have. This is the 7th president. Understand me spiritually. This is the 7th president. And 7 is number what? Number last. You are 7 days in a week. 7 years of hunger. So everything, number 7 must be the last. So Zambian, you have a duty now to make this president the last one. Let us create a new Zambia free of mediocrity. We have had mediocre leaders. If they want, they can come. Mediocre leaders who think that they can be rich themselves, building up houses in foreign lands. Why can they bring that money and circulate amongst ourselves? They are taking money that is supposed to be circulating within the ambit of this republic. It's in the banks, so that you and me and the others can go and borrow that money and develop other sectors. The money is outside. And you are clapping. You are saying, Fortisana, what is it? This is a serious matter. We believe as new focus. Zambia's greatest resource is its people. You cannot move us from there. The greatest resource that Zambia has is its people. It's you, the Zambians. not the minerals, not the land, because the land must be proud. And to proud that and to have benefit to other people, a human being must be there. A human mind must be applied. Therefore, the Electoral Commission of Zambia should continue ensuring transparency, fairness, public confidence in the electoral process. Because the Zambian people, they have only opportunity to say, to have a voice when there is election time. So it's the duty of the Electoral Commission to give the Zambian people the opportunity to choose who they want. If you want, as it is right now, many Zambians are saying Impoto, Mpoto. They are calling us, where are you, Mampoto? Where are you, Mampoto? We are here, we have come. You can even sing. Mama Chikankasa, she's there. Twamuletera Mpoto, mwiona ulire. Mwiona ulire bene, mwiona ulire. We have brought the pot. It's up to the Zambian people. Because the Bible says, those who knows what to do and are not doing it, they are guilty of a sin. So we'll be guilty, Honorable Banda, if we don't go to the Zambian people and sell our ideas. If they are going to reject, then we are free. We will shake the dust off our foot and we go. Because we believe that New Focus is the only party and the alliance partners which can take this country to another level. Because for us, we are inclusive. We are with him, Honorable Banda here, from the east, I'm from the south. And we are tested leaders. Tell me, if you, when you are asking for a job, the first thing they ask you is experience. Tell me, Honorable Banda, has it been called Anti-Corruption Commission or any other security agents to go and answer when he was a minister, when he was a DC commissioner, when he was a PS? Maybe you, the media, has it been called? What about me? I held the highest office, which means if I wanted, I would have received the commission from those airplanes that I brought. I never put a single. This is not a time to gamble, fellow Zambians. Don't gamble with the leadership. You will be delayed. Eh? There was a unipi. Muliro wayaka, muliro. Mamemo mutin koloko koloko, koloko koloko koloko. PF bato twaya kulia. Chapwa. Na bo bene banani balya. Bakumbele kutashi. Nomba ni nshita ya kulia. Twana kabwarifye. Because we have been moving, walking. Now we are tired. We want to cook. We want to eat. That's why in Porto, Nomba ya Isa. So, this is not a joking matter, fellow Zambians. We are also calling on the media. You are very, very important. Colleagues, you are very, very important to shape. Don't just follow how much money I give you as Siamunene. No, this country depends on how you report. Who is the correct leader who can take Zambia to another level? You have a duty. Yes, we need money, but we need this country to go somewhere, to a station where it is desired. At one level, we are the same with Singapore. Yes. But Singapore is far ahead of us. Why? Poor leadership. Great leadership. If we were agreed with my running mate, would have been very rich right now. Others are even saying, no, but Siamunene and Babanda, why are they making a party? They have no money. We have wisdom, we have vision. Those who were in government, that have more money, they are thieves. Let me not hide you. And let me tell you, me, I don't care. Because if you get into government, we were saying, those who are going to be ministers, they will not participate in the government contracts. Why should you be minister and you are participating? Which means you are taking advantage of others. If you want to be minister, leave and concentrate discharging your duties so that you are fair. Some they will find that he is a president, he is a minister, minister of finance, but he is winning contracts in government. Is it fair? No. For me and for my colleague, I had to interrogate who he is. He has never taken any contract from government. I did not take any contract from government. I did not form any company to take advantage of government contract or my position as a Minister of Defense. I said no. Let the people participate. That is how leadership is supposed to be. Not whereby you are a minister and you are winning contracts. And then I go to the Zambian people and say, because I give them money, I buy them their votes through the money that I got again from them. And you are not realizing that this money they are giving you came from you, and it's the money that is supposed to help your family. You are disadvantaged. That you eh? Those who are stealing from government in Makurukumbwa, Papompwe, if you want, come. Ladies and gentlemen, let us remember that political opponents are not enemies. We may belong to different political parties, but we belong to one Zambia. The New Focus Party remains committed to peaceful, democratic participation and constructive engagement. Those who want to engage with us, those who are in the opposition, those who were ministers before, who have reformed, we can join hands. Because you can repent, isn't it? Those who have repented, come back, we join hands. Because the time has come to create a better Zambia. Yeah. If you have not repented, don't come and join us. Because we will surprise you, we will expose your dealings when you are in government. We shall continue ourselves as a New Focus Party to presenting solutions aimed at economic liberalization, good governance, institutional strengthening, local empowerment, and national unity. As we move towards 2026 general election, let us choose wisdom over emotions, ideas over insults, unity over divisions, and development over politics of personal interest. It has been there. I saw it when I was in government. If the file is being handled by somebody, if that person has no personal interest there, that file will stay there for more years because he has no interest. I saw it, and that is why we are getting in there to change the situation. And we are, because we believe in unlocking the potentiality of every Zambian. We believe that every Zambian is born with something that he knows or she knows. We are saying we are not going to shy away because we have done a research, colleagues, the media, we have done a research. We have discovered that there are only 3 countries in Africa. 3 countries in Africa. And no one in Europe that has academic thresholds. Nigeria, Zambia. And the other one is Liberia, where for you to be a councillor, for you to be an MP, for you to be a president, there are 2 things. You must have more money. You must have grade 12 qualifications or certificates. We are saying this clause is not appropriate. It's not good. It is discriminatory because it leaves other people. It removes away the rights of others. Understand one thing. A constitution, any constitution must be a constitution that stems from Bill of Rights, fundamental human rights, Bill of Rights. If you go and read part 3 of our constitution, you will find that it says that all citizens are equal before the law. Any law that discriminates against a certain section of society because of the status, that law is not good. It contradicts the Bill of Rights. And this will be done correctly under new focus so that all people, all citizens are equal. If in a democratic dispensation, understand this, people choose, not certificates. If I have a doctorate, let me go to the people and appeal to the people that me I have a doctorate, I will do better than this one who doesn't have. Then the people will choose if they want me. That is in democracy. So, we shall bring democracy yachine chine inikaondi yakine kine twenda tumaisosere yachine chine yakubula kuchinga muntu pansambu shakwe. So that is what we stand here as new focus. We want to make sure that we correct what is not good. And others are just making noise. We are not here, we are not noise makers. We are looking at what is it that we can do for this country. What is it that we can do? What is it for me? That's the question others are asking. How can I help is the question that we ask us as new focus. How can we help our mother country? That is why we have a vision that is inclusive, not leaving some. So that grade 12 clause, for us, we shall not compromise. As new focus, we shall remove it. Let the people go and appeal the people. You cannot take away their rights. And you have rights. They have the rights to vote. But they don't have the right to be voted. Then, what is that? What is that? Now, you have the government that was changing laws. Instead of changing the critical laws that looks at human rights, you go and change the laws that protect you so that you continue in the government. That is not what we're here for. And again, the other critical issue, why other people are left out. Some of you here, you wanted to stand as a councillor, MP, even as a president. You were disadvantaged because of not having money. You go and put 100,000 kwacha as nomination fee, which means you are removing others. You are being discriminatory. You want others not to attain to aspire. That's what you are doing. Why should you put 17,000 kwacha? And a young man who is just from school, where is he going to find that 17? Where is he going? Nowhere. And that means that even when he has wisdom, even when he has knowledge to work for the people, he will not do that, or she will not do that, because he has been disadvantaged by the system. Eh? So what we are saying ourselves, a new focus, we don't want anything that discriminates against a human being. Let the people aspire freely, and let the people choose who they want. Not for you to choose. No, you can only choose from this group of people. Only those who have 100,000 kwacha, that's where you can choose. So in that, we see that as discriminatory, and it shall be exterminated, removed from our statutes. I promise you that when the moment we get there, the first thing are those two things. They are out. And then let the people be free. Let me tell you one thing. The thing that you don't know, out of our study, we have done a study and we have discovered that this knowledge that you are impacted when you go to school, it came from a man who didn't have a degree. Do you know that somebody had no degree but he thought about it? And you are being taught. So why are you shining away the knowledge that is there in our villages? That's why we call it education, research, and technology. When we talk about research, we shall research even within our country. What were they using, our ancestors, to treat their animals, to treat diseases? Why can't we go and say, do a research and combine it? If it lacks potency, you can combine with others and create something, and you have a vaccine for your animals, a vaccine for human beings. Why? There is no one, there is no state, there is no continent that God created less. The Chinese, the European are just the same as us. And we can do better than them if we only put proper systems. That gives everyone the freedom to express in a manner that they can express. And for that, I tell you that I'm saying today, English will never be a passing subject under new focus. The passing subject are agriculture and entrepreneurship. Because we know that this is what you need in your life. This is what builds human beings. So that is all. That's all what we are saying as new focus, colleagues, the media. We are saying we are not here for jobs. Reject us if you want to reject us. But we know you will remember us. If you don't put us in this office, this 2026, you will remember this team. That is, they said it. And you will not go anywhere. You will go in circles. You will be moving from a frying pan into the fire. Because Zambians have always said they know very well how to take out a leader. But how to bring the correct leader, it needs thinking, not tribalism. If you look at what is happening now, this party UPN is dominated by Southern, Western, Northwestern. And if you bring them back, the problem will continue, the division will continue. And also Tonse, they have made a mistake. They have only chosen from Northern and Eastern. It is not united. That's why we are calling upon them to say, come, we form a pact together so that we form government of national unity. We start afresh. If we agree, let us only have 3 years of normalizing a situation in Zambia so that everyone will be free to express himself or herself. We can have 3 years of government of national unity. Then we call for election after 3 years so that it is fair, and we reform all government institutions so that they become fair to all Zambia, not favoring any section of society, any political party, any tribe, but the government that is fair to all. We can create that. Yes. And the only part that has those qualities, those attributes, is New Focus Party. Because for me, Babanda has also worked under Michael Sata from Northern or Wapura. You have worked under Manawasa. From where? Copper Belt Central. You have worked under Arabi East. So what about me? I've worked under the current president. I've worked under Michael Sata. I've worked under Barungu. So you can say I'm a tribalist. Don't put tribalists. Other people who have no chance to express themselves because of their tribe. For us, we are saying we want to create a new Zambia, a new way of doing things, a new thinking. And that can only be realized if we are not shunning anyone. Let them come. If they are genuine, let them call us. Let all opposition meet. And we agree before that when we get into government, this is what we are going to do for the people of Zambia. Then I can join with them. Then it will be known. Not just just come. Coming, then when you go there, change. The politicians, they are very crafty, Zambian politicians. When they get into the office, they change. So sign first, get it signed. Let's agree how we are going to do, how we are going to conduct ourselves when we get into government. If they are for that, we are for that as New Focus. They can come. The way the People's Pact, we have agreed. We have asked questions. We have asked you questions. And we have said, no, we can agree before we even form government. That this is how we are going to conduct ourselves when we get into government. So much so that if somebody misconducts himself or herself when he gets into government, then we shall show the people of Zambia that people of Zambia, this is what we agreed with this character. This character is not trustworthy and must be removed because we have evidence. Without the evidence of agreeing as New Focus, we shall not participate in one-man show. So this is what New Focus stands for. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart that let us join hands, every Zambian. Please, I appeal to you. This is not a time for tribalism. This is not a time for arealism. This is not a time to see that this one is wakumwesu. This one, we are looking at the country. Where are we taking our country? Change is needed, of course. Change to what? You must change to a better. And the better can only come if we all put hands together and agree how we are going to drive this country. Zambia has been toasted right center because of not having correct leadership. And we don't want that mistake again. You are tired of changing leaders. Now we should change leaders who are correct. We are going to put system for a better Zambia. Thank you very much, and may God bless you as we go towards the 2026 election.